On behalf of the Park Vista Community High School Counseling Department, I would like to welcome you to the Class of 2023 Junior Presentation. As your school counselors, we understand that due to the global pandemic that these past couple of years have been somewhat challenging. However, our hope is that this presentation will provide you with the necessary guidelines and tools for you to successfully make your post-secondary plan a reality, whether it is attending a four-year university, a community state college, career vocational school, going into the military, or workforce. It is important that you review this presentation thoroughly, as well as review the handouts that accompany this presentation. If you have any follow-up questions after review the presentation, please feel free to contact your counselor via email or come see us before school, after school, or during lunch. So at this point, you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the expectations and demands that go with your junior year. The purpose of this presentation is to help you keep track of your 11th grade year, as well as help you kickstart or continue your planning for this year and beyond. Your junior year checklist is an excellent tool that not only reviews your graduation requirements and bright futures, but it also provides information and websites on how to research different careers, and also the importance of taking college admissions tests such as the SAT and the ACT if your plans are to attend a four-year university right after high school. If you are not sure which career path you may want to follow in the future, you may want to consider taking the ASVAB. The ASVAB is an excellent career aptitude test that not only measures your personality and interests, but also your academic proficiency. This year, the ASVAB will be given on November 3rd and 4th to juniors and seniors, and if you would like to take the test as part of your career exploration, you may register for the test on the Google form that you see on this slide. If you are interested in enlisting in one of the branches of the military after graduation, then it is also recommended that you take the ASVAB, since your score on this test can be used in the recruitment process. If you are interested in the military and going to college, then you may want to consider an ROTC program. There are many colleges and universities that have an ROTC program represented by most branches of our military. They have wonderful scholarships tied to these programs. However, they do have eligibility requirements and service commitments. Some students also may want to consider one of our military service academies such as West Point or the United States Naval Academy. For more information about the ROTC program and/or service academies, please see the following YouTube video links and PowerPoint presentations. We also have weekly military visits on Wednesdays during lunch with recruiting officers who are available to answer questions you may have. This year, we are very excited to announce that Park Vista will be hosting a military fair during lunch on November 4th, where students will be able to meet and learn about the different military branches. You may have already decided on which career path you want to follow. And in that case, it is important to know that not all career pathways require a four-year college education. There are many careers that may just require 2 years of school or a training program or certificate or licensing program. Palm Beach State College has many of these aforementioned programs where you can be working in 2 years or less with a competitive salary. Many of these programs are in certain industries such as automotive, construction, or cosmetology, an area of public service such as firefighting, paramedic, or law enforcement, or in the health sciences such as nursing, sonography, dental, or radiography. Palm Beach State also has programs in the arts, communication, business, human resources, and STEM-related careers. There are also many private career colleges in our area that may have many of these programs, although the cost of tuition may be higher. You may want to consider what type of scholarships and financial aid packages these schools have to offset this cost. If you are planning to attend a four-year university, please join Ms. Carlson's College Planning Workshops for Juniors, which will begin on January 11th at 3:30 p.m. These live Google Meet workshops are open to both juniors and their parents and will cover everything you need to know about the college search and application process, exploring majors and careers, college visits and interviews, and financing your education. Please do not miss this excellent opportunity that will help facilitate your college planning. It is recommended that juniors begin taking the SAT and the ACT in the spring of their junior year. Both tests are recommended as students tend to do better on one than the other. The district is paying for your first SAT test in March 2022. The SAT and ACT are both offered at Park Vista Community High School. If you need to take or retake the SAT and or ACT for college admissions, to meet by future scholarship qualifying scores, to meet the concordance score for the FSA ELA graduation required tests, for other scholarship consideration, or for any other reason, you will want to register by their deadlines because each site, including Park Vista High School, has a limited number of seats they can offer. Please keep in mind that it is not just retaking the SAT and ACT that will contribute to a better score. You also need to practice in between retakes. College Board, which is the company that administers the SAT, has a partnership with Khan Academy where you can receive personalized free practices based on your past results from the PSAT or past SAT exams. Also, the ACT website provides practice exams in preparation. Also, if you're in the free reduced lunch program, you are eligible for up to 2 free SAT and 4 free ACT exams, as well as unlimited number of college application fee waivers at participating colleges and universities. In your college admissions decision-making process, we understand you may be considering colleges and universities that are both out-of-state and in-state. When researching these schools, there are so many factors to consider, such as location, admission requirements, size of school, cost of attendance. Please keep in mind that there are advantages to staying in the state of Florida. The state of Florida remains #1 in the nation for higher education, according to U.S. News and World Report. Also, there is something for everyone, regardless of the major or career you want to study, or whether you want to be close to home or as far away as possible, but not quite leaving our state. Also, you can't beat the value, especially if you earn the Bright Future Scholarship, which is scholarship money that is used exclusively at Florida colleges and universities. Every year, we provide our students an updated matrix from the Florida State University system, which shows what seniors who were accepted into universities in the past had on average, with regards to weighted recalculated GPA and SAT and ACT scores. For example, students who were admitted to FAU had a mid-range weighted recalculated GPA based on their academic courses of between a 3.73 and a 4.33. They had SAT scores mid-range of between an 1110 and a 1270, and ACT scores mid-range of between a 23 and a 20. This matrix serves as a good tool of what students should be aiming for if they are interested in any of these schools or universities. We also have a matrix which shows data from our Florida private schools and colleges, and if you are interested in any out-of-state colleges and universities, there are many websites that can help you facilitate the search, such as collegeboard.org, kpix.com, or niche.com, just to name a few. When reviewing the state university system matrix, you may have noticed that the more competitive universities have listed a recalculated weighted GPA of above a 4.0. This is indicative of students who are challenging themselves and successfully taking honors and college-level courses. Yes, earning good grades is very important, but we also advise that if you plan to attend a competitive university that you take no less than 5 classes in the areas of language arts, math, science, social studies, or foreign language your senior year. Our more competitive seniors will be taking 6 or 7 academic classes during their senior year. UF recommends a full load of academic classes, including honors, AP, ACE, or academic dual enrollment classes, with the expectation that students are challenging themselves during their 12th grade year. The State University System of Florida requires that you earn a minimum of 18 academic units in the areas of English, math, natural science, social science, and foreign language. For example, a typical student who is accepted into FSU earned 23.5 academic units while in high school. Most universities will review an admissions candidate holistically, meaning they look at everything such as your academic record, ACT, SAT scores, resume, senior schedule, rigor curriculum. Let's take a look at FSU's profile more closely. Students who were accepted into FAU had a mid-range core academic recalculated weighted GPA between a 4.2 to 4.6. 64% of them earned A's and B's in high school. The mid-range SAT score was between a 1250 and a 1400. Mid-range ACT was between a 28 and a 32. 50% of them took calculus or above, 37% took 4 years or more in world languages, and they had an average of 9 advanced level courses in high school. The acceptance rate of students for the fall of 2021 was 36%, meaning 64 out of 100 applicants were not offered admissions. The bottom line is that it is not only important to have good grades and test scores for college admissions, but you should also be taking academic classes that not only will make you more competitive for the admissions process, but also better prepared when you go to college. We are often told that from a college admissions committee selections point of view, the senior year is the most important year academically and curriculum-wise. If you are college-bound, your senior year should not be the year to fill your schedule with non-academic electives, no classes, or virtual periods where you never finish the online course. Colleges want to see students who are preparing themselves for the rigors of a college curriculum and who have the potential to successfully finish their college degree within 4 years. Also remember, admissions decisions are tentative until your final transcript has been received. Please think twice about dropping any academic course during your senior year, since it may impact your college admissions decision. A few reminders about a couple of your graduation requirements. It is important that you complete your online course and 20 hours of community service by your senior year. Not only do you need to complete these requirements for graduation, but you also need them if you would like to purchase a parking decal for next year or participate in senior activities such as homecoming, grad bash, prom, and of course graduation. The following slide lists specific instructions on how to sign up for an online course. Also, we have the Community Service Log available on our school website under the School Counseling tab under Community Service Information. The Community Service Information tab also has the link where you can upload your log and the supporting materials to document your hours. Remember, your SIS portal is very useful if you need to see a history of your grades, courses, test scores, community service hours, and absences. Next year as a senior, you may be required to self-report your grades as part of the college admissions process, and being able to access your grades and courses on SIS will be very helpful. Juniors, it is never too early to start searching for scholarships. During certain Thursdays of the year, our Park Vista School Counseling Department hosts Scholarship Thursdays during lunchtime in the school counseling office. You can learn about all the latest scholarship and financial aid opportunities that can help fund your post-secondary education. Park Vista Scholarship Bulletin is also distributed during Scholarship Thursdays and also is on our school website, the school counseling office, and through our school counseling weekly reminder. Last but not least, have you started your high school resume? You're probably asking yourself right now, do I need one? Why, yes, you do. A high school resume is important if you are applying to colleges and scholarships. Some college and scholarship applications may require a resume, but most often they ask you specific questions about your high school extracurricular activities, and having a resume may be a helpful tool when organizing this information on your application. Also, there are some colleges that require a letter of recommendation, and your recommender will want your resume to write a better recommendation and to help them with specific details about your interests and accomplishments. In conclusion, we ask that you be patient with your counselor. Remember, this is our first pandemic too. We will do our very best to make sure you get the attention you need and deserve. We strongly suggest you read our school counseling weekly reminder that is emailed to you each Friday, and check our school counseling website. It contains a wealth of information. We are looking forward to continue to work with you and assist you in achieving your goals. If you have any questions, please contact your school counselor. We are available in person before school, during lunch, and after school. On behalf of the Park Vista High School Counseling Department, I wish you all a very successful junior year.